There's a place so high, even helicopters struggle to breathe. A place where the sun burns your skin by day and the cold gnaws your bones by night. Here, at the rooftop of the world, two ancient civilizations stare at each other with suspicion, steel, and silence.
The two countries both continue to draw their own border.
India and China, two rising powers, two proud nations.
India has been really shaken up by this conflict.
Bound by history, divided by ambition.
Chinese and Indian troops regularly accuse each other.
No official war, but make no mistake, this is not peace either. This is a silent war. In the beginning there was hope. India, newly free. China, freshly revolutionized. Both dreamed of a new Asia, strong, sovereign, and united. But those dreams collided with reality. China annexed Tibet in 1950, claiming it as its own. India offered asylum to the Dalai Lama in 1959, and Beijing never forgave.
The origin of the dispute in the Himalayas between India and China go back 100 years, maybe longer.
The border between them, never clearly drawn, based on colonial-era maps, ambiguous lines, and silent understandings. That silence exploded in 1962. The 1962 Sino-Indian War lasted barely a month, but its impact lingers 6 decades later. China struck in the freezing heights of Aksai Chin and the jungles of Arunachal. Indian soldiers, poorly equipped, found themselves overwhelmed. The result? Over 1,300 Indian troops killed, thousands captured, national pride shattered. China retreated, but the wound it left still bleeds into every patrol, every policy, every suspicion.
China is presenting an increasingly tough face to the world.
The border today is known as the LAC, the line of actual control. But it's not a line, it's a blur. In Ladakh, it crosses glacier fields and ancient riverbeds. In Arunachal, it twists through rainforests and mountain passes. India claims China is inching forward, salami slicing, building infrastructure, establishing facts on the ground. China accuses India of doing the same. Each year, hundreds of patrols bump into each other. Staring contests turn into scuffles. One misstep could trigger war. In 2017, at the Doklam Plateau near Bhutan, China began building a road. It was close, too close, to India's strategic Chicken's Neck corridor. India stepped in. Troops advanced. Construction stopped. What followed was a 73-day standoff. Soldiers stood nose to nose, in silence. Not a shot fired, but global tensions soared. This was not about land. It was about perception, power, positioning, and it was only the beginning. June 15th, 2020, Galwan Valley, the bloodiest night in decades. Indian and Chinese troops met near Patrol Point 14, a routine meeting gone terribly wrong. No bullets, but brutal hand-to-hand combat, clubs with nails, rocks, bare fist. 20 Indian soldiers were killed. China admitted to 4 deaths, but some say the number was far higher. This wasn't war. This was ancient combat in the modern age. In response, India deployed 50,000 additional troops to Ladakh. Tanks moved, air bases activated, fighter jets roared. From Daulat Beg Oldi to Nyoma, India's defenses strengthened. China mirrored every step, building airstrips, helipads, bunkers. Winter came. Temperatures dropped to -40, but the soldiers stayed, wrapped in gear, alert, staring into the frozen void. A new normal was born, a border permanently on edge. This is not just a military standoff, it's a construction contest. India is racing to match decades of Chinese buildup, roads, tunnels, high-altitude rail. Strategic assets like the Darcha-Shinkun La Road, Atal Tunnel, and the Galwan Bridge are reshaping India's Himalayan hold. China too builds border villages in Tibet, highways that can carry tanks, fiber optic networks. Every structure is a signal. We're here, we're staying, and we're ready. The war also rages in the digital world. Chinese hackers have targeted Indian institutions, from hospitals to ports to power grids. In October 2020, Mumbai experienced a massive blackout. Was it technical or tactical? Meanwhile, online propaganda spreads faster than any soldier can march. Fake news, deepfakes, misinformation, all weaponized. In this war, the mind is the new battlefield. In 2020, India banned over 200 Chinese apps.
And India has announced a ban on 59 high-profile Chinese apps.
Public sentiment turned boycott China echoed across markets. But the numbers tell a different story. Trade hit record highs in 2022 and 2023.
Chinese technology companies in particular have poured billions of US dollars into Indian startups and other Indian tech companies over the past few years.
India depends on Chinese hardware. China wants Indian markets. This is a love-hate relationship, bound by borders, tied by business. India is aligning with democracies. The US, Japan, Australia, the QUAD, military exercises in the Indo-Pacific send a message to Beijing. China, in turn, tightens its grip on the South China Sea and its friendship with Pakistan and Russia. The Himalayas may be frozen, but the Indo-Pacific is boiling. Two theaters, one rivalry. India and China both possess nuclear weapons, deterrents, symbols of last resort. But with troops just meters apart, the risk isn't deliberate war, it's accidental escalation. A single miscalculation, a missed warning, a rogue trigger. That's all it takes to unleash disaster. In the end, it's not about soldiers or satellites, it's about people. Villagers evacuated, traders disrupted, sons who never returned home. At the border, humanity stands forgotten, under flags, uniforms, and barbed wire. This isn't just a battle for land, it's a battle of ideologies, governance, civilizational legacy. Will India and China find a way to coexist as Asia's twin giants, or will the mountains echo once again with war cries? The world watches and waits, borders divide, but truth unites. This was the reality explored. If this story moved you, subscribe, share, and keep questioning what lies beneath the surface.